Because we are happy to be here today to have our wonderful farmers here to say this is the spot that you can come to get your produce. This is a spot that the government now has invested in where we have a safe and secure environment to get apples and oranges and bananas and whatever else there is and plants and everything else. So I'm just very privileged to be here to say welcome and thank you so much for helping us to have this organized and coordinated event. I want to say before I even get to the thanks, I just wanted to say thanks to all of the farmers here and all of the local vendors. As you could imagine, it was a logistical challenge to get them to agree to come and to be so organized. I'm so proud to see what we have here today, and I hope that after this evening, people are comfortable with coming every weekend or every 2 days or whatever, and be reassured that you will get fresh produce right here in the British Virgin Islands from our farmers and our vendors. Without further ado, as we are all standing, there has been one local vendor that we picked, we at the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs, to speak on behalf of the vendors. She was very pleasant, and like most of the vendors and farmers, she was temporarily displaced, and we thought that her disposition and her calm attitude spoke to what we love as a Virgin Islander. Please put your hands together for a remarkable woman who has remarkable products, Miss Essie Maduro, who will give brief remarks.
Today is a proud day for farmers and local vendors alike. We are here together to celebrate our heritage, our past, and our future. It is true that many of us resisted a change, grumbled and fight, and of course worried about our sales and lack of visibility. However, after weeks of transition, I can assure you that this is clearly no longer the case. We have been encouraged to instill a sense of pride in our assigned areas and take care of it as if it were our own personal property. On behalf of us all here, we will. We are indeed grateful to the government of the Virgin Islands, in particular the Trade and Consumer Affairs Department, for holding our hands through this process and ensuring that our needs were adequately met. Thank you to the public for being here, and we look forward to seeing you patronize our stalls often and always being satisfied with our products and services. Investment truly begins at home, and again, thank you for affording us this wonderful opportunity. Have a pleasant good afternoon and a great weekend. Thank you.
I wish to extend heartfelt thanks for your presence this afternoon as we celebrate the reopening of this farmers market. The market structure is now refurbished, and we all can admit that the setting is much more appealing. Therefore, we encourage everyone to patronize this farmers market on a regular basis. The Department of Agriculture has been working hard to build a platform for sustainable development in agriculture, and with the reopening of this market today, it offers us an excellent opportunity to provide sustainable accommodation for the producers to exhibit and sell their produce with pride. Another important factor that supports the refurbishment of the marketplace is the added incentive for the agricultural sector, as it will promote local food which is fresh and wholesome. The agricultural sector here in the territory has the potential to increase our production of local food. However, for these potential to be realized, there must be more commitment and combined effort by all of us. Agriculture and fishing were once the livelihood of livelihood, as they were the foundation in sustaining our country in the past. At this time, the department would like to acknowledge and commend one of our stalwart farmers, Mr. Musa Mohammed, the owner of F&M Halal Poultry Farm, which is located on the agricultural settlement at Paraquita Bay. F&M Halal Poultry Farm was the recipient of the first Business of the Month award from the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs. This further demonstrates that agricultural sector has the potential for growth and development. It is important that farmers and producers take advantage of the technical resources at the Department of Agriculture in both livestock and crop to enhance current techniques to stay on the cutting edge. I would also like to acknowledge the efforts made by the Department of Trade and Consumer Affairs and the Premier's Office in revitalizing the Rotong Farmers Market. I am pleased to be a part of this initiative, and I am confident that the farmers will take advantage of every opportunity to utilize this facility to its fullest. I thank you.
Last week I attended a meeting in the Bahamas sponsored by the International Labour Organization. And the title of the conference was Decent Work for Sustainable Development. Amongst the issues that were discussed was the very issue of how to create employment for younger persons and to make it sustainable. This afternoon, the relaunching, reorganization, restructuring of the marketplace here in the capital fits into a part and parcel of the overall strategic development of this country by the Honorable Premier. By providing a marketplace for individuals to display their wares and sell their goods, it means that the government, under the leadership of the Premier, is encouraging the development of industry. The Premier has made it one of his major goals to ensure that businesses, and especially small, medium-sized businesses, take a major role in his overall development agenda. Sustainable development within the context of the British Virgin Islands also ensures that by stimulating the interests of small businesses, you're going to create employment. By creating employment, it means that we are going to have sustainable development. And so this is part and parcel of what the Premier is about for his vision for the overall development of the country. Agriculture, in particular, is set to take a major boost with the greenhouses. As I've outlined on several occasions recently, we have finalized our agreement with the IBT company that owns the intellectual property for the greenhouses at Paraquita Bay. All of the work that is being done and all of the research is now finally coming together, where I'm told by all the experts that by the end of this year, those greenhouses should be producing food. One of the recent meetings that we had with the experts told us that we now need to put a marketing plan together. We need to set up a team at the Department of Agriculture at Paraquita Bay to ensure that first and foremost we determine what items are going to be grown at those greenhouses, because we can't have each farmer doing the same thing. Otherwise, we'll have a glut of one product and not be able to sell it on the open market. So we're in the planning stages of ensuring that when the production starts, we are producing various types of crops. One of the things that I really also want to encourage with the greenhouses is the production of flowers, because it is easy to produce flowers in that environment using technology that is available. And I see in the not too distant future that here in the British Virgin Islands, there should be no need for the importation of flowers, because we should be able to produce flowers. The greenhouses, through the Department of Agriculture, through the Ministry of Natural Resources and Labor, through the work being done through Trade and Consumer Affairs under the Premier Office, means that the stimulation of our economy by the creation of small businesses means the creation of jobs and therefore sustainable development. We see a country where, in the words of the wise man, that when the tide rises, all the boats in the harbor will float. And that is our principle, to ensure that by building sustainable development, all our people will have the opportunity to find meaningful work, sustainable work, decent work, and therefore an economy that will benefit all of us. This is but a step and a part of the overall program of that development. And so I want to congratulate all those who have worked diligently to bring this project here to fruition by bringing it back to what it's supposed to be, a place where individuals can come and sell their wares, and the vendors can have a place that they can feel comfortable, buyers and sellers alike. Congratulations to the Department of Consumer and Trade for bringing us here this afternoon. God continue to bless us and bless these Virgin Islands as the showers are blessing us this afternoon. Thank you very much.
And as you've seen in the news and if you've seen in our press releases, we call this program Vendors on the Move. I want to really make a distinction quickly because we have vendors and we have local farmers. And I think that I will be doing unjust to the local farmers if I didn't say a special thank you to those, especially in the actual market square, Miss Marriott and all those people behind there. We can't see them that good, but I assure you they're there. All of their produce are grown here in the BVI. I saw Miss Marriott, and I'm sure others, with syrups and juices and jams and everything else. And we want to say that here and now, this is where you'll be able to find our very own local products. So please patronize them.
Welcome to the 4th District. We are pleased that we are able to be here on this special occasion. As I said earlier, I want to commend the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Trade and the wonderful initiative that Ms. Christopher and the team have put forward here today. As I was saying, every small step in the right direction is a great step in the right direction for the territory of the Virgin Islands. And every little step like this that we see, we are proud of those who make it happen so that we can build on it. Sometimes we want to do the grand things and the great things, but those things start at a very small stage, and hopefully over time we can pay attention to them and they will grow. So I want to encourage those who are going to be residing here and operating here and doing their business here, that no matter how small your business might be, no matter how small your farm may be, no matter how small your vending that you may be doing will be, do it to your best and give your customers the best service, and you will see that your business will grow over time. And we want to encourage you to do so. Like the Deputy Premier said, we want to see sustainable development in the territory, and one of the aspects of sustainable development that is very crucial to our territory is farming. And we want to encourage farmers to continue to do their best. We know that you have the skill, we know that you have all other things. Whatever we can provide to help you to make it happen, we are here to support you. In the city of Rotown, we are on the move to be able to make it a city that we can be all proud of. Sometimes there are difficulties, but we have to eventually stick to rules that we can have our city grow in the right direction, and at the same time, allow vendors and those who want to do their business to thrive. So we are in support of your business thriving. We want you to work with us as we try to make the city of Rotown look more beautiful, taste more beautiful, and smell more beautiful. So work with us as we do so, and we want to be able to give you the opportunity to grow your business here in the city of Rotown. I commend our city manager, Ms. Jan Braffett, and our team at the Ministry of Communications and Works as we are moving towards developing the city formally, and want to thank you, the public, for your support. Want to thank the Premier and the team of the government as we continue to develop the beautiful Rotown here in the territory of the Virgin Islands. Again, I commend the Ministry, the Trade Department, and the Department of Agriculture, along with all city management team, for a good job done here today. Thank you very much.
This government has had as its focus the improvement of the economy of the British Virgin Islands from the time we got elected. One of the things which will help to work to improve the economy is the promotion of small and medium-sized businesses, because it has been established in many different areas, in many different countries, that small and medium-sized businesses are the drivers of the economies in most countries. And so we recognizing this, we set out to make this also happen here in the British Virgin Islands. And to make this happen, what we did was to re-energize the Department of Trade, call it the Department of Trade Investment Promotion, focusing on investment here in the British Virgin Islands, and in this case, investment by local people. In order to assist the local persons who are involved in trying to develop small and medium enterprises, we also established a business bureau. The purpose of that was to be able to provide assistance in terms of monetary assistance, as well as training and other forms of assistance to be able to get businesses going and to be able to support businesses until they reach a stage where they can support themselves. And this support for small businesses extends also to businesses in the farming industry, in the agricultural industry, in the agricultural area. As you can see, when the Business of the Month project was established and was announced just a few weeks ago, the business, which one, the first Business of the Month was an agricultural business. It was called FMN Halal, and that was a business in the agricultural area. So we are doing what we have to do to try to improve the businesses that exist and try to help people to grow new businesses. And the purpose is really to provide opportunity for investment, opportunity for employment, opportunity for business development for BV Islanders. And this is what I think this is the cry that's been going out over the years. And we are moving in what I think the right direction to answer the calls. Now, while we were actually helping farmers really in getting their businesses started, it is also important that a proper place be established for them to display and sell their ware. Long ago, many years ago, this place, the market, was a vibrant place, and at one time we were called the food basket of the West Virgin Islands because we produced a lot in agriculture. This place was vibrant, and I know many of my friends, and certainly in recent, over 10 years and so ago, would tell me that they would come down to the market early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock, to get their produce and then go back home. So we saw it as important, therefore, to re-establish this market fully so that the residents of this territory can have access to fresh fruits and vegetables grown right here in this territory by farmers of this territory. This gives the people of the territory the opportunity to get this, to buy this produce. It also gives the opportunity to the farmers a place to display their ware in a very organized fashion and to sell the ware at the same place, rather than being in different locations on the sidewalk here and the sidewalk down by the other car park, etc., in a very disorganized way. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what we are doing here is assisting, helping the farmers to be able to display their ware in a manner that will help them to be able to sell even more. And so the whole intent, therefore, is to improve the businesses in this territory, farmers as well as other businesses, help them to grow, to also create other opportunities in business, also create opportunities in employment. And I want to thank and commend the Department of Trade, Ms. Carrie Christopher, and your staff, and also the city manager and the Department of Agriculture for how they've worked together to move this project to where it is. Thank you very much.
This is the official part where we will deem our market officially open. So we will ask you to cast your eyes in the front of the beautiful tents where we'll invite the Honorable Premier, followed by the Deputy Premier and the Honorable Mark Vanterpool.
Please tell us your name.
Dale Nibs.
And what are you selling here this afternoon?
I have papaya, avocado, pineapple, yam, pumpkin, mangoes, and most stuff.
And you witnessed the opening of the launch, the opening of the marketplace. What are your feelings about it? How do you feel as a farmer with so much good local produce?
To be honest with you, I feel very great about it. And I'm really happy I get the opportunity to do it, even I've been working hard on it. And I'm looking to extend it more larger by going to different villages.
And what would you tell other farmers as they watch this program, as they pass and they see what's going on? How would you encourage them to be a part of this?
Well, I would encourage them to, it's easy, it's not hard. You know, during my time when I'm not doing nothing, I got a little farming home also. On my days off, I do a little digging up and stuff, planting pumpkin, yam, and dashing. So it's pretty easy. But I would like to see more young people doing it. As you know, we're getting old right now, but I prefer to see the young folks take it over.
Can you tell us your name?
I'm Mistress Wilkins.
And what do you have on sale here?
I have basil, mint, lemongrass, tomato, thyme, string beans, pepper. I had banana and all that stuff finished selling already.
We just had our ribbon cutting ceremony for the marketplace. How do you feel about it as a vendor with all of these wonderful organic crop here for sale?
Well, I'm finally at home now. I was on the road and they removed us, and I'm finally at home now. And I wish all the farmers could get home back to their respective place. Everyone must come out the road and come back in the market, and let's live as one family in agriculture. Yes, everybody, not Tom, Dick, everybody must come home here and let's do what we're supposed to do as a farmer. Build the country.
Mrs. Forbes, well-known face in the agricultural sector. Can you tell us what you have on display on sale today following the opening of the marketplace?
Okay, today I have products that I added value to. I have my tea bush. It's actually done in a package just like you would be able to buy from the supermarket, packaged properly. I have, and this one is assorted. It has lemongrass, it has basil, it has peppermint and spearmint. I have carrot cake and banana bread. I do that weekly. This is a flavored oil. I have it in the rosemary form, also in the spearmint. This is my famous pepper bottle, but a lot of persons purchase. I have it in small, medium, and large.
What do you expect or looking forward to following the opening or reopening of the marketplace? What would you encourage other farmers to do in terms of accessing and being able to sell from here?
Well, I would want to see a greater promotion of the small businesses, and the outlet should be made available to persons who would want to provide this service throughout the week. So it should not just be on a Saturday, but throughout the week, whereby any time a person wants to get locally fresh made products, that they have this outlet that they can come to. And I would encourage other producers to come on board.
We are here with Mr. Shabazz himself. We've seen him in action making some delicious locally made fruit juices. Yes, we've seen you in action. Tell us about what you're offering today and what are your expectations for operating in the marketplace?
Today I'm offering support, strictly support. Got a phone call. They said they want to rejuvenate the market, and I'm out for that. It's like a dream come true. So I showed up. My stand is about 40% operation, just a makeshift for today, just the support. Just being here, the spirit, lending the support. But I am featuring the sugarcane. I got sugarcane and lime, sugarcane and ginger. I have sugarcane and fresh squeezed orange juice. I'm making my smoothies today, no Coco Lopez, no honey. I'm using natural cane juice. And I don't have the strawberries and all of that today, but I have mango, banana, papaya, pineapple.
Mrs. Shabazz, could we get a demonstration? I would like some sugarcane juice. I don't know what you put with it to make it, give it that extra tang.
Let's get this party started right now. Let's get this party rolling right now. Let's get this party started right now. Let's get this party rolling right now. I said, ladies, are you ready? Let me see you dance up on the floor. I said, ladies, are you ready? dance, girl on the floor. I say, gentlemen, are you ready? Swing the ladies, them on the floor. I say, gentlemen, are you ready? Swing the ladies, them on the floor. Party start, party start, party start now. Party start, party start, party start now.
Special people get 2 straws.